Score-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Electronic Arts EA, vaatemuodissa Outfitters Nation, PlayStation, Samsung.
Tervetuloa Scoreen! Tänään potkitaan palloa FIFA 13 mukana ja studioon tulee Mika Kurkipää kertomaan tallennuksen uusista muodoista. Aloitetaan kuitenkin FIFalla.
So my story about how I got into games started back in 2003. I finished university, I taught English in Japan for a year, and I moved to Vancouver, which is where EA Sports is, and couldn't find a job, didn't know what to do. And I found a job testing video games. So I was testing basketball and hockey games. But way back when EA sort of first started, FIFA was one of those early sports games. So way back in sort of the mid-90s. And it's always been in Vancouver. And over the years, it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And so over the last 2 years that I've worked on FIFA, which would be FIFA 12 and FIFA 13, it's sort of become, I guess, the biggest game that EA has and definitely the biggest sports game in the world. So the way we create the characters is, for most of the top players, we actually do face scan technology. So we sit the player down in a chair, much like this, with hundreds of cameras that face the player, and we take a picture at all different angles. That gets put into a computer, and it creates a perfect likeness of that player. And then for the body of the player, there's artists that create all the different heights, weights, sizes of the players. So we add those together. And then finally, for the way that the player moves in the animation, we do something called motion capture technology, which is, you may have seen people wearing a black suit with little white balls on it. So we get professional players to come in, wear the suits, and we have special cameras that capture all the movement and animation. For me, the most important part of football games is the gameplay. And I'd say most specifically is the physics and the animation within gameplay. So when I play FIFA, the thing that still surprises me to this day is how realistic the ball bounces, the players control the ball, players' physical action when they're colliding or jostling each other. Those are the things that really make the game feel the way it does when you watch it on TV.
Palataan vielä hetkeksi Little Big Planetin pariin.
One of the great things about Little Big Planet is that we work with Stephen Fry, and he's appeared in every single game. He's like this kind of like omnipotent kind of like voice, and he's awesome, and you know, he's a really well-known star like everywhere now really, and he's awesome to work with, and I think he really adds a lot to the game. So we started from scratch with Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita. We were like, well, what's cool about Vita? It's got a touchscreen, it's a portable device, it's got a rear panel, it's got tilt, it's got a microphone, it's got cameras, and we've tried to use every single one of those features and add value to the game. So we've expanded what you could do before on PlayStation 3, and we've made it feel like it really belongs on PlayStation Vita. So what's new? You know, if we kind of like start really high level, it's a whole new story. It's a whole new adventure which takes Sackboy from Craftworld onto this new travelling planet of Carnavalia. And with that new travelling planet comes all new ways to play. You know, we really use all the bells and whistles of the PlayStation Vita. We use everything, but it's not a gimmick either. We use it in really natural ways. So you've got this whole new experience, it's a whole new story, all new ways to play. And beyond the adventure, it's this massively connected game where you can download and play all different types of games anywhere where you are. I think the great thing about Little Big Planet is that we showcase the game in this platform adventure. But beyond that, the community will take the game forwards. So, as with the previous LBP games, LBP2, people are still making levels. We get like 35,000 levels every single week.
Mika Kurkipää tutustuttaa meidät kovalevyjen ihmeelliseen maailmaan. Mikä on Lasie?
No, Lasie on ranskalainen firma, joka on 20 vuotta suunnilleen tehnyt ulkoisia kiintolevyjä. Ja nyt itse asiassa Seagate, iso levyvalmistaja, osti Lasiin tässä kesän aikana, että nyt aletaan olla seuraavaksi sitten amerikkalaisia. Mutta Lasie on oikeastaan tämmöinen design-kiintolevyfirma, että aina panostettu suunnitteluun. Et silloin jo 20 vuotta sitten ne älys sen, että ulkoinen kiintolevy on tuote, joka tulee ihmisille johonkin näkyville. Ja sittenhän nyt on tullut tietysti pyörivän levylliseksi nuo SSD-levyt, eli jotka on vähän niin kuin tätä teknologiaa laitettuna sitten tämmöiseen levykoteloon purkkiin, eli solid state disk, jossa ei mikään mekaanisesti liiku, että ne on sensa kestävämpiä ja kuluttaa vähemmän virtaa ja on myös nopeampia.
No miten tietoa voi sitten tallentaa turvallisesti? No
ainahan se tieto pitäisi olla 2 paikassa, että täytyisi olla se originaalitieto ja sitten varmuuskopio. Et se on, ihmiset usein tekee sen, että kun tietokone täyttyy, niin sitten sieltä varmuus siirretään jotain dataa johonkin muualle, eikä todellakaan kopioida, että se olisi hyvä olla joko siellä koneella ja ulkoisella levyllä tai koneella ja verkkolevyllä tai vaikka koneella ja CD-levyllä tai Blu-ray-levyllä, mutta tietysti niiden kestävyydestä ei ole niin tietoa, että kuinka pitkään ne sitten jaksaa.
Kauden skoret olivat nyt tässä. Hyvää kevään jatkoa! Niki tässä moro. Muista ottaa osaa Skoren kilpailuun ja voittaa näitä upeita palkintoja tässä osoitteessa.
Skore-ohjelman yhteistyössä mukana Electronic Arts EA, vaatemuodissa Outfitters Nation, PlayStation, Samsung.